Hi, I am Jenna Victor, and I welcome you to a meditation. Today, we are going to be doing a very short meditation on grieving, but before we get started, I want to share some words about releasing grief and bringing in the positive. Today is my father's birthday, and he went to heaven in 2006, so he's not here to celebrate his birthday with us. But what I know is that I have other friends, and it's their birthday today, and I want to be able to celebrate with them. But in order to celebrate, I have to release some of my own personal grief. I'm reminded of a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it is, "I wish that life should not be cheap, but sacred. I wish the days to be as centuries, loaded and fragrant." So for times of grief, it can be helpful to allow what's there to be there and to open into a space of wonder and gratitude. You may ask, how? How do you allow what's there to be there? And when we feel very challenged by something, all we can do sometimes is simply wait it out. To be with the actual feelings as they happen and as they're happening. To experience them in our bodies and to just let them flow. And oftentimes that means allowing yourself to cry. To express yourself to a friend or a family member and just to allow yourself to grieve. With all the complex emotions that want to present themselves, never stop an emotion. You belong in a safe place with loving people by your side. And if you're not feeling that, then search it out. And if you cannot find that, then that is why I'm sharing this information today, because in just a few moments, we're going to do just a short 2-minute meditation that you can go back and do as often as you need to. It can be very healing to allow yourself to fall apart, to sense the humanity in yourself, knowing that many terrible things have happened in the past and will happen again in the future. And that you have the courage to acknowledge your losses and to know it's a cycle of life, that we're all imperfect. You ride these waves of grief with mindfulness and self-compassion over and over, breath by breath. There is no way to know when the grief will end. With caring presence, it will. There will be days where you can find the positive. It is also important to remember that what is moving through the mind is part of a vast, complex physical and mental process, which has many different sources. As you know, grief has its own way of unfolding. No one can plan it or get rid of it without walking through it. Sooner or later, it will and can feel appropriate to just let it go and to want to let it go. I think that's the biggest thing with grief. People don't want to let it go because they think they're hurting the person that hurt them, which that's not what's happening. Or if you're grieving the loss of someone that you will no longer be able to hold and feel here on earth, you feel that it's inappropriate to want to let go and release those heavy feelings, but you can actually accept that grief. See, sometimes the grief might be so heavy that we have to sit in it for a while. And when we're in that space, sometimes we have to step away from our work. Sometimes we have to step away from our families. Even if it's just to take a walk outside, or to eat some healthy food, or talk to a friend, or watch something funny, or play with an animal, or maybe get a brand new puppy. Something. Anything positive that doesn't remind you of your sadness. Now, being a friend for someone else who's sad can be helpful, but you need to be a friend to yourself. That's going to give you real energy. You need to come back and process that grief. Now, after that, it can become possible to bring awareness to some of the positive aspects of life, and that's what you're trying to do. That's going to empower you to see more of your mental experience more clearly, and also to feel your bodily senses and sensations more viscerally. And all the while, it's very meaningful. And that can be an underlying sense of the unknown, the uncertain, the mystery of life, in which we find ourselves in the middle of, with a sense of wonder and gratitude for the fact that you are here and you are feeling something. So with all that in mind, remember that it's important to be loving in ways that are large and small, because it's like a healing balm for our own heart. And you need to reflect on and receive caring support from others. Don't shut them out. Let's do a guided meditation exercise. So begin by finding a posture that feels relaxed and alert. For me, I'm choosing to sit on a meditation stool with my spine nice and straight. You may choose a couple rolled up blankets, whatever feels comfortable to you. And now, if you can, simply observe your mind and your body from a small distance. Just allow the sensations to be however they are. Go ahead and close your eyes, or simply lower your eyelids and look down towards your nose, towards your mouth, and take a deep breath in. Let the breath go. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Hold it for just a moment. And let it go. Now try not to be negative about anything that doesn't feel good. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. And as we're breathing in, hold it. Release the breath. Deep breath in. Hold. And release. Again, we're trying not to think of anything negative. We're just taking in some breaths. In, deep, deep, deep. Release it. After a while, you can shift into gently releasing the negative as you're breathing in. And hold. And release. Really open to and encourage positive thoughts to come into your mind as you continue to breathe in. Hold. And release. Each time we come back to that breath, remember that you can bring attention to the positive. Take a deep breath in and hold. And release. Even when other feelings are present, such as sadness, just take a deep breath, breathing in positivity. Hold. Release. Open yourself to wonder as you inhale. Release. As you inhale again, just breathe in gratitude. And release. As you continue to breathe in and out at your own pace, just breathe in for the mysterious ways that life unfolds. Exhale as we allow our grief to unfold. And then breathe in kindness. And as you exhale, gently lift your eyelids, lift your gaze. Seal in your meditation by bowing forward. Release. Now, that was wonderful work. And to recap, for times of grief, it can be helpful to allow what's there to be there. Try to limit what is painful or harmful. Try to do what is more enjoyable and beneficial. And then to be open to a space of wonder and gratitude. Connect with your breath. Breathe in, wonder and gratitude. Breathe out, grief and sadness at any time in the day that you feel you need to. Thank you for your courage to be with your grief, with caring awareness, because that is mindfulness. So thank you for your mindfulness practice today. This has been a meditation with Jenna. I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to meditating with you again. Namaste.